Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael, your host here at MTT Finance. And today we're going to be talking on a topic that I'm sure has affected a large majority of people this year, and that is the topic of quarantine and what to do with your time when you're quarantined. Let's face it, if we were naming it, 2020 has definitely been the year of quarantine, and a lot of us have spent way more times at our houses than we ever intended and planned to this year. But even if you are quarantined right now and you're not out making money at your job, there are still ways that you can push ahead with your financial goals from the comfort of your home. So here are 4 steps and actions anyone can take while quarantined to ensure that their finances stay in check and that you're moving forward with your goals of financial independence and security. It can be very easy with all this extra time on our hands to just become Facebook scrollers or Instagram or TikTok addicts, just scrolling away on social media to get our entertainment fix. However, when life gives you lemons, it's best to make lemonade or lemon chicken, but I'm not really a fan of lemon chicken, so let's make some lemonade today. Now, not all of these actions and tips are things that are going to be making you money. In fact, most of them won't. But being financially independent and having financial security involves far more than just making money. Making money is only half of the story. Budgeting, goal setting, becoming more financially literate, these are all key steps to take in becoming more financially independent and having more financial security. So number 1, and this is the basis for all things when it comes to finances and growing your wealth and becoming more financially independent, and that is learning to become more financially literate. Becoming more financially literate or financial literacy can be a rather broad term to use, but what it ultimately boils down to is that you understand that money is a tool to be used and not an end goal to be obtained. This means that you seek ways to do things like how to reduce your taxable income each year, how to create a household budget that works for you and your family, taking the time to learn about retirement accounts and what exactly is a Roth IRA and why you should absolutely have one and be contributing towards it. Hey, that's a shameless plug to my last video. Becoming financially literate means that you take the time to read books on financial planning and goal setting and learn how to invest in the stock market to set up for your future or even your kids' future. So many financial headaches that people end up having come from them not understanding that money is a tool and not a goal. When you treat money as a tool, you then learn how to best use that tool to accomplish what you set out to do in life. Tip and strategy number 2 to use while you're quarantined to still stay financially fit and proactive is to sell or repurpose old items in your home. This is a strategy that can either save you money or can make you money depending on which route you take, but hey, both are good options. Take the extra free time you have to go throughout your house and find items that are simply just collecting dust or things that you don't use anymore. Once you locate and find those items, well, then consider if there's a way to repurpose that item for a new use, or instead of just simply throwing it out and getting rid of it, sell it on an online market such as a Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. In our day and age, so many people are going online to either buy things or to sell things, and usually it's a little bit of both. Take advantage of the fact that a lot of people go online to find items from other people that they can buy and repurpose in their own homes. You can then sell off stuff in your own home that you don't really need anymore and that you don't use. This action actually comes with a little bonus piece, and that is if you perform this correctly, well, hey, your house might actually be cleaner by the time you're done. Financial tip number 3 to use while you're in quarantine is to take this extra time to get your household finances in order. Basically, you need to have a budget if you don't have one already. Look over your billing statements and figure out where your money is going each and every month. For a lot of people, being quarantined means not making any income. And so it's best if you look at your billing statements, look at what you're paying for, and see if, which I'm sure there are, unneeded expenses that you're paying for, and then seek ways that you could cancel those out so that you're not paying on things that you really don't need. I mean, ask yourself, do you really need to have all the different streaming sources that are on the market right now? Well, probably not. And hey, if you cancel them, then you have time to do tips number 1 and 2 And our last tip of the day, tip number 4, which is to research and actually start some form of passive income source. There are so many ideas out there and ways that people have utilized their quarantine time to make passive income online with just the use of their laptop and simple computer skills. However, I think this is the one area that is most difficult, at least for me, and I know for a lot of people, because we all have fear that we're gonna fail at what we do. We're afraid that if we start something, some form of passive income or some small business online, that if it fails, people are gonna look at us as complete losers and failures. And hey, you might even fail at that online business or whatever you're doing to generate a passive income. But even if you don't succeed at something at first, it doesn't mean that you failed. If anything, all it means is that you now know one way at which something doesn't work, and you're actually one step closer to succeeding at what you're trying to accomplish. I know for myself that this is an area that I really struggle with, as I have all these ideas in my head, but I'm kind of nervous about actually putting them to practice and actually just putting in that initial work to generate some form of passive income source online. I'm afraid that if it fails, that hey, I've just wasted my time, I could have done something else. However, if you take the time to listen to anyone who's ever succeeded and become financially independent, they will tell you that their endeavors to create passive income were not without their mistakes and struggles. They didn't get things right on the first time, but it was their persistent and diligent hard work that ended up paying off for them. They were able to overcome each obstacle, and eventually they became successful at making money online. Let that be a motivation to you to seek out, research ways that you can start creating passive income online from the comfort of your own home while you're quarantined. So say for instance, you design a t-shirt or something, or you design a mug, and then you put it on one of those online sites like Shopify or print-on-demand sites. And let's say for instance, it only makes a couple bucks. You only get a few sales here and there, nothing really to even make a dent in your finances or your bills. You may look at yourself and say, wow, it looks like I failed. That didn't really take off, but you really haven't failed at anything. If anything, you've now gained wisdom and experience on how to take the little, small, tiny success you've had in this online passive income source that you created and you researched, and then you can use that for other things in life. Maybe you want to find a way to make your business scalable, or maybe you want to look online at other ways that you can create passive income sources. But at least you have the knowledge and the experience, and you can say to yourself, hey, I was actually able to generate just a few dollars here and there, and let that motivate you to continue to make small progress. Those small little journeys and little victories are what is going to propel you to becoming financially independent and successful. And so there you have it. 4 simple small tips that anyone can use while they're quarantined. Maybe it's for 2 weeks, maybe it's for an indefinite amount of time, to help keep you financially fit and financially productive. Don't be someone who just uses their quarantine time to binge watch another Netflix show. Hey, I've done that, it's okay to do that, but don't let your quarantine time be just that. Use it to do something productive, to plan for your future, to plan for your family's future, and to maybe ultimately change your financial situation. But anyway, thank you so much for watching until the very end. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you want to, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.